Howdy, and welcome back to the channel. As you may notice here in front of me, you may notice a pocket watch. Well, more specifically, a Chronograph Pocket Watch. This one specifically here, if we read the brand here, New York Standard Watch Co. USA. So New York Standard Watch Co. It is a size of 16S, at least the case. It is 7 joules. It is an open face configuration. The finish on the case is nothing fancy, it's just nickel. It's a Model 18, and it's a pendant setting. It's got a little bit of engravings up here on the setting wheel. You can pop it out or push it down. That's supposed to start the chronograph, even though it's not working currently. It will wind up, and it does add tension to the spring, but currently it is not working right now. Now, it does have a white porcelain dial with those Arabic numerals. Arabic. I don't remember. Sorry, I'm forgetting some of the terminology of these numbers. I don't remember that specifically, but it has a 5-second intervals around the dial, and it counts up to 60 seconds on this right here. It keeps regular time as well as being a stopwatch or a chronograph. So, yes, it's a very beautiful dial, gorgeous. Crystal is intact, even though it does have a little bit of chipping down here. You can take a look. It's divided into 2 parts. This part does come off, but to preserve the dial, we're not going to pull it off at this moment. I'm not currently doing service to this watch. I do hope to be more repair-minded channel in the future for a lot of my watches and that I currently have, as well as watches I come on, focus. We are going to open it up so you can take a look at that movement. So as you can see, the beautiful engravings on the movement. Patented in March 22nd, 1904. Pretty solid. At least his movement. This movement was patented in that time, March 22nd, 1904. But the watch itself in production years was 1909 to 1920. Here's the movement number, or the serialized number for the movement, 5531716. There's also a serialized number for the case here, and some service numbers as well. I can't really make... Last time it was serviced looks to be 10915. I can't really see that, but the serial number is 437672, Silver Road, Philadelphia Watch Case Company. Very beautiful case. Very nice burnishing on the inside. You can see a slow and a fast setting, of course, there. But then, whenever you click the top here, there's 3 different settings. That right there will allow the spring to move in movement. That moving there gets ready and keeps regular time. And that right there engages and allows things to start turning in the chronograph method, if I believe correctly. It's been a while since I've seen this watch has worked, so hopefully in the future we can actually explore it more in depth, as I do repair my watches as time goes on and I get more funds for the channel. But for the most part, this is going to be the movement for the New York Standard. I believe if I wind it up, we might be able to get a little bit of movement out of it. Now, this might not be the best thing for the watch, so I don't want to do anything too bad to it right now. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, well, I haven't wound this watch up in a while, so I guess it does have some life left in it. It's still got some fighting bones in it. That should mean that if I click this here, that wheel should start moving. Wow, okay. Engage that, it stops the wheel from moving. Engage that, it engages regular timekeeping. engage that. That should be moving. Now if we look to the front here. Okay, so those hands aren't moving. The second hand looks to be disengaged. But the second hand is counting those seconds. So it should keep time. Not very great time, nor good time currently. But that is an extended time. These watches in total were produced, a total production of around 18,000. The number of runs for the production was 2 of them. The first serial is 100,001. And the last serial is 26000. Largest run was about 10,000 watches. Smallest run was about 8,000. It's not a railroad grade watch. It's not an adjusted movement. Regulating is just plain regulator. Balance type, it is an expansion balance type. The plate of the movement is going to be 3/4 plate. Very, very, I believe that's referring to the plating on the metal. I'm not 100% sure. Estimated production year, about 1914, roughly, of this particular model, of this one. Since it was produced from 1909 to 1920, this is about midway through. And the cases varied, so whether it was Philadelphia or a different plating company or case company, really just varies over time. Now, it's not the most interesting or fascinating to watch, but it's an interesting look at a time when America was making the transition from pocket watches to wristwatches. It was before the big turnover. At this time, there were even wristwatches that did exist. They were smaller and more compact. Even people started using movements and pocket watches themselves as wristwatches instead of, using a pocket watch, which on the battlefield, big reason, 1909 to 1920, this transition started changing, was due to World War I. World War I was a big change and shift for the watch industry as a big part. U.S. companies like Illinois, New York, Standard, Hamilton, Waltham, Elgin, all of them just started making watches that were wristwatches, but still holding on to their tradition of making pocket watches. The Swiss were going full force into making wristwatches and occasionally making pocket watches here and there. Still so for, in the consumer realm and different things as well. But this was kind of the last couple years breadth until up to like about 1930 that pocket watches really had a foothold on the world of time making and watchmaking. So yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. It's a fascinating little simple chronograph here with the balance wheel, this seconds wheel, the engagement here with the gear and the springs and the click. I'm glad I was able to get this watch working for you guys. Now, it probably needs a lot of love and tender care. It's probably not running its best, but everything seems to be functioning all right and just fine. So, yeah, for the most part, that's how it is. And this is the New York Standard Chronograph. New York Standard Watch Co. Number 5531716. I'm going to get you closer to the movement there so you can see it in its full glory. I do hope you enjoy watching this watch today. Pun intended. But as it is, this is Mr. Retrograde. I do hope you enjoy the channel going forward. I'm going to try to be more consistent with uploading because I have been not around for about 6 months now. Unable to record videos and having the motivation to do so. So I do hope you enjoy it, and you can join me through this journey. And hopefully some of the watches that we see on this channel that are broken or need some love and tender care can start being repaired and return to their former glory. Now, we won't only be covering watches. We'll be covering some few other varieties of mechanical things in the future, possibly old car clocks and different things like that. So do stick around, and I do hope you enjoy. And I'll see you in the next video, and you have a wonderful, absolutely gorgeous day. Take care, and keep your time keeping accurate.